Who is the fastest player at Everton?
It in, there's Calvert Lewin!
What is going on here?
I don't have a clue, to be honest with you.
And you know who has done it once more! What is that?
I'm scoring goals, coming like Calvert Lewin.
You don't want to talk about this,
I don't like talking about myself like that, no.
Did I wake up at 8 a.m. on a Friday morning to get you guys this Dominic Calvert-Lewin episode yet? Of course. Bosta. My head's chocker. I'm head down to McDonald's and get the McDonald's breakfast menu. But Sway, you're right off your head if you think you can do a Scouse accent. Listen, you absolute psychomania. If you think that I'm doing a Scouse accent, I'm doing the things that you would call the cat. What's happening, boys, and welcome to the 84 rated Dominic Calvert-Lewin Player of the Month Premier League, the first Player of the Month that we've gotten from any of the leagues. Dominic Calvert-Lewin Episodia, we were fully expecting this card. There's no surprise there. However, when it comes to what we were expecting, I think the price is a little bit sus. It's a pretty good looking card, but for 75,000 coins this early on, I feel like you could do a lot better. I just don't know how I feel about the card, and I mean, I guess that's why we're doing the video, right? Okay. Was that the worst start to any video that I've ever done, maybe ever? If we're talking about strikers in the Premier League that go for around that, you could pick up your... Okay, so consider that an Aubameyang goes for 300k. Consider that a Bobby Firmino goes for 96k. He's not quite fast enough. Consider that a Jamie Vardy, who is very favorable in terms of what this card offers right here, is about 15k more, depending on what console you're on, is also 86 rated, has better stats in some key categories. Jimenez, you have Anthony Martial, who's 167k, so figure for about almost just a little over double the cost of this, you could get a guy who has some pretty ridiculous stats. No 4-star weak foot, it should be added. Gabriel Jesus is another guy that you considered using instead of this Calvert-Lewin. He's got himself, obviously, the 4-star, 3-star. Lacazette doesn't quite have the pace. And then you could pick up like a Rodrigo Moreno. If you combine Moreno and maybe Richarlison, who we're also going to be trying in this episodia, I think you can get away with it. But obviously, we're at the stage, early days, where the really, really good Premier League strikers are a hell of a lot of coins, and then all the other guys like the Vards and the Gabriel Jesus are really the only other two guys that are kind of in Calvert-Lewin's category. So now that you make the argument, you know, with untradeable rewards that just came out yesterday, is 75k really, really crazy? So we're going to find out if there's anything special about his card. 154 total in-game stat upgrade over his base card. Like I said, today we are going to try to find out if this Calvert-Lewin might be worth doing for some of you guys that now that we have the full release day being the 9th of October, if he's a guy worth doing. But like I always say, boys, drop a mad lad like on the video. Drop a mad lad like on the video for me waking up this early to get you this damn epi. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. 83 acceleration, 92 sprint speed. He's got the Erling and Kai Havertz disease. 88 attacking positioning. Finishing is up to 99 with the finisher chem style. Shot power goes up to 95, so all that stuff is well and good. Can even take some pens for you. Passing stats, nothing really to speak of. When we're talking about strikers or center forward, the only thing that we want is short passing to be over 70, and it is over 75. Agility goes up to 87. Of course, we had to use the finisher on that, and then the dribbling goes up to 97, if I'm doing the math on that correctly. Ball control, reactions leave a little bit to be desired, but I like 85 reactions. And then composure also leaves a little bit to be desired, but I haven't found that composure is a deal breaker when it comes to finishing. 92 heading accuracy and 95 jumping. If we're talking about the meta of FIFA 21, which I don't think anyone has discovered yet, if heading is something that ends up being good, or we find out that broken mechanic, this card will slot right in. I mean, we're talking, like I said, 6'2", ridiculous jumping and heading accuracy. That might be the separator, and that might be what makes this card worth the 75,000 coins. 86 stamina, perfect. 86 strength, really good. And 79 aggression with no traits to speak of that will help us in game. Of course, we're pairing him alongside Richarlison, who looks like a pretty decent card. He's got the 4-star, 5-star, makes up for that lack of the... weak foot and skill moves on his boy Calvert-Lewin. And then we have James Rodriguez, who scored 3 goals against me as a center forward in Division 2 rivals on the RTG last night on the Twitch stream, and just absolutely banged him in. And it's no surprise because he's got 85 finishing and 89 composure on his base. The only downside is the fact that he obviously has 67 stamina. More importantly, though, acceleration and sprint speed are very much lacking. So we're going to try him as a cam. I'm going to run the 4-1-2-1-2 for the first time this FIFA and see what he can do. Match number 1 with Dominic Calvert-Lewin, aka the player that apparently can't be found, Los Gates.
My name's Sean Dyche, and I like eating worms.
What are we doing? Hey!
Ha recuperado ya la pelota para su equipo. Y ahí le pega la pelota.
Okay.
James. Qué bien que pase la pelota.
For a big guy, he moves pretty good, dude, you know? Like, look at, dude, the acceleration. I mean, like, we haven't scored yet, but I gotta say, for having his height, and having some of the dribbling stats that don't on face value seem pretty crazy, for a big guy, for being 6'2", he moves pretty nice. Could this be the year finally that James Rodriguez gets the respect that he deserves? The 4-1-2-1-2. I don't want to say long shots are back, but that was outside the box. That qualifies as a long shot. And that was literally my first shot with James Rodriguez. And he manages to put that through. Can we get a chase in the chat? The dual 88s, I'm not going to lie, look pretty sick on his card. And that's why Joe...
My head's chocker.
If he had scored there, I wouldn't have said that. And that, I don't know if I can even complete the sentence. I was about to say, and that's why Joe Gomez is worth 90,000 coins. Dale?
Ahí va James Rodríguez.
Tengo debajo de mi cama 4 aeropuertos. Mentira.
Boys, James Rodriguez might be cracked. You guys clicked on the video to find out about Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but James Rodriguez might actually be cracked as a cam. And you can pick him up for 14K. I think he's got the 3rd or 4th most long shots of any card in game, and we're literally only a few days into the... we're literally on the day of the release of the full game. Holy freaking smokes. James Rodriguez is actually a mad lad. I mean, it's no surprises. He's got 89 composure with 85 finishing. All the stats that they downgraded because of his million transfers or whatever. Pace and acceleration were affected, but outside of that, nothing else has changed from peak James Rodriguez.
What
a save. What a save from De Gea.
Tiro de esquina al centro del área.
Are you telling me I can't get one body in front of that? I can't get one body in front of that, huh?
Ahí se va a la espalda de la defensa, va a llegar al arco. Gran pelota.
And that's what you want a Dominic Calvert-Lewin to make. That's the sort of goal when you're up 2-1 and the guy just came back and you're looking to put a stamp on the game and really, really make your mark. You're hoping for a Dominic Calvert-Lewin to come in and score a goal like that. Right-footed. Doesn't matter that he doesn't have the 3-star weak foot if you're using him as a right striker.
Es un artista con la pelota. Mantiene la pelota y se acerca. Y ahí le pega la pelota.
Nice! What an absolute psychomaniac! Using a little bit of that strength, I gotta say, I'm actually impressed. When I saw the 81 dribbling and then I saw the stats that he does have, when I saw some of the stats, I was like, yeah, this card looks like it might be a little bit lacking given the fact, that he's got the 6'2" height. I thought maybe he wouldn't be able to move. He moves pretty nice for a big Yam boy. Yeah, dude, right? That was all right back dribbling right there. Look at this. The guy that most impressed in this episodio so far was the inform Jamesito, the 84 overall inform Jamesito. But I will also say that DCL, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, was very, very good as well. Good enough for a 9.1 rating, gets himself the 2 goals. James gets the goal. James gets gets the assist and gets 2 goals as well. You know, when you're paying 75K for a top, when you're paying 75K for what is right now a high, I would say probably a mid-range striker on the high end, close to Gabriel Jesus and Vards, you're looking for a guy to be able to make something like that. So I was very, very impressed with that goal right there. But more importantly, if you're looking for the 1-2s, this is definitely something that you want to see. Blistering pace. First touch, 2 touches, and then a rip.
Cuidado que puede terminar en gol. Este puede ser el de la ventaja. Hace bien cortando la jugada.
I gotta say, I don't like AI blocks.
Rodrigo. Responde bien la defensa. Rodrigo.
This is life alert.
And of course, I mean, Of course, I can't get that AI block right there. Jesus.
Are you okay? I'm calling for help right now.
Bajo de la defensa. Se puede venir el empate.
Richard Legault, and then you have the heading power of a Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and you're hoping that goes in. If that hadn't gone in, I would have written this off. I probably would have said 2 out of 5 on the Infinity Gauntlet. But Dominic Calvert-Lewin showcasing what a lot of those, a heavy portion of that 85 physical, coming in the form of really, really nice strength, really, really nice stamina. You know, stamina and strength that's going to probably last you probably first month and a half of FIFA if you're really trying to squeeze it, every little ounce of stat out of this card, because it is one of the big pros. But I still can't get over the fact that I feel like this is still a little bit expensive. DCL, nice. We're gonna do that. Then we're gonna do a body feint, and then does the weak foot rear its ugly head? No. The weak foot does not rear its ugly head. DCL goes ahead and he bangs in a very, very solid goal right there. So as of right now, I mean, like, I don't know if you guys can, hopefully you guys can tell, but he moves really nice for a big boy. I know that's, Thomas. A little bit of that, and a little bit of finishing. Hamesito coming in with the 3-1. Hamesito, you want to know what? They're on even keel. I'd say Hamesito and Dominic Calvert-Lewin are probably even right now in terms of their impact on the game. 2 games played, 4 goals. I could have sworn he had an assist in there somewhere or the other, but all right, hey, let's have a talk about it. I'm gonna start off with the value. Now, I think that, you know, it's coming in around 75,000 coins, which isn't cheap, especially early doors. What I think the fair value is about 50 to 55k. So for that reason, I am going to give it a 3 out of 5 in terms of value. I think it should be a little bit cheaper. In terms of on-the-pitch performance, you want to know what? I'm going to go ahead and for this current stage in the game, given the current stage we're at, given the landscape of Premier League strikers, and again, I know you could find a cheap striker in another league or something or the other, but today we're strictly talking about Premier League strikers, and if we're talking about the upper echelon guys and how much they're going for, you know, the 180, 200,000 coins, 300,000 coins, Martial going for 180k, I'm going to go ahead and I feel comfortable giving this a 4 out of 5 in terms of on-the-pitch performance. Maybe it's his body type. Maybe he's like got a wiry body type, but there's something about his card that feels hella slippy. I love the fact that he's got 92 heading accuracy, 95 jumping for when we finally figure out the heading meta, which I think does exist in the game. It's just hidden behind something. Do I think it's a little bit overpriced? Yes. We have him here for 30 days, so you have the entire month to do him. You know, 75k. I mean, you can get him eventually. The only issue is at the end of that 30 days, do we have cards that are better than him already and are more meta in other stats? So I don't know. Untradeable rival rewards. If you have them and you got, you know, you're running a Premier League side, you could do a whole lot worse than Calvert-Lewin. I think he's good. I do give him a thumbs up. I'm closer to giving him a thumbs up than a thumbs down. I think he's worth doing if you're looking for a Premier League option. That's going to do it for the episode today. A little bit earlier than usual. Not sure if there's going to be a second video, but if there is, I will see you guys then. If not, I will see you guys on the Twitch stream later tonight. Link is in the description. If you guys did enjoy, drop a mad lad like. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Till next time, my bros. Tschüss. Later. Ade.